how do you bridge the gap between the work that you're doing every day, everything that's on the checklist, and the impact, the effect that it's actually having on getting you closer to your goal? Are you getting into a situation where you're just working hard at stuff and ultimately hardly working, hardly getting anything done? Or are you spending time, energy, and attention in the right things, doing the right things in the right order at the right time to get closer to your objective? We are just a couple of weeks away from what I think is one of the coolest parts of the year. It's the business planning season. And depending on how you go through business planning inside your organization, whether it's a solopreneur or you're an individual contributor as a rep inside an organization, an account executive or a strategic account manager inside an organization, or you've just launched your own business, the process is still the same. Ultimately, what we do is we establish a goal, an objective, thing that we want to get done. Now, inside your organization or inside your house, or it's your organization that you're working in, or it's the thing you're launching, you might end up having 3 different goals. Let's just focus on one for right now. So we have one goal, one primary goal. Well, the next thing we need to do is organize our work around getting to the goal. So let's think about how we can get closer to the goal. What are the 3 ways? What are the 3 things that we can do, 3 areas we want to organize, focus time, energy, and attention that will help us get closer to the goal? Rule of 3. What are the 3 things? Then let's figure out what are the actual pieces of work, the metrics, the data, the specific work that we're going to do either on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis that are going to get us closer to the goal. This is building out the game plan. Goal, action, strategy, metrics, tactics, work, drives our execution plan. So what our 30, 60, 90-day plan might look like, or short-term, medium-term, long-term plan might look like. That's functionally the organization of how we would go through and build out our business plan or strategy and tactics for executing against the goal. What goal, how we're organizing, what work. The reason why I think it's important to group each of these things into 3s is over and over again, I see people trying to do too much. They have these grand ideas of all of the things that they're going to be able to accomplish in a short period of time. And the reality is they get themselves frustrated doing just little bits and pieces of an individual thing, and they don't actually get themselves any closer to the goal. So from a business planning perspective, first thing, let's identify what our 3 broader goals are as an organization. Let's organize a strategy around achieving those goals, and then let's build out the tactics, the work that we're going to do. The reason why the metrics are so important, you need to hold yourself accountable to doing the work, and if you're out there doing the work, you need to hold the work accountable to working. Let's put this into a practical example. One of my goals for 2024 is more speaking, to actually make the shift from being invited to go speak and not getting paid, inviting myself to go speak and not getting paid, or paying others in order for me to get in front of a room. So paid speaking is a key part of the business in 2024. And I'm doing a number of different things to get to this area. Number 1, I need to get more experience. I need to get more experience in front of rooms of people, in front of the audiences that I want to be in front of, the ones where I think I can provide a lot of value to, and I need to get feedback from them on whether or not they agree. So I need experience. So one thing that I've got to do is focus time, energy, and attention on experience. That's been a core focus in 2023, getting more of that experience. And that's why I'm speaking at a different event every month over the course of for the remaining part of the year. And I've had a lot of great experience, and I've included some pictures on the website about it. And there's a lot of lessons learned. I've gotten some really good feedback, And I've gotten some great feedback that was really negative about how I can improve. So number one, experience. Number two, content. What are the specific topics that I want to be known for in the marketplace? So I need to get experience. I need to have content out there so that I know it's clear what I want to be known for. And then the third one is who I want to attract. Who are the people that I want to attract? I want them asking me if I'm available to speak, if I would be interested in joining them inside their organization to do some workshops with their team, have some facilitated conversations with the leadership, maybe do some business planning discussions, or work through just some pure tactical skills like effective communication, problem solving and decision making, goal setting and execution, simplifying our go-to-market, all these simplifying pieces. So from a content perspective, I want to be known for simplifying, problem solving. At its core, simplifying problem solving. How do we simplify problem solving so we get closer to doing the things that we want to do better and faster? And some of the problem solving could be related to communication, could be related to go-to-market, it could be related to how we solve problems in general, it could be related to a couple of different things. I want to attract those people who bring together the types of businesses and individuals that I'd like to work with. So these are associations. And I want to attract the organizations, those businesses, so businesses in emerging and enablement technology, in automotive and construction, and I want to attract those individuals who are looking to do something more. I've got groups of people, I've got smaller groups of people, and then I've got individuals. Goal, strategy. Now we're moving into some of the tactics. I want to make sure that any of the work that I'm doing is either leading to experience, number one, clarity of content, and performance of that content, number two, and attracting, be a magnet for the right people. So now I've got my goal, I've got my strategy. The next piece is tactics. So tactics end up being things like number of events. Goal, speak at least one event per month by the end of this year. And I'm on target for that. I've been speaking in August, September, October, November, December, already booked. Really exciting stuff. Not paid yet. Some interesting conversations around making those the transfer to pay. Number two, wanted to make it super easy for people to provide feedback, both through the traditional methods that happen at events, but also where they can provide direct feedback to me. And I brought on a tool that Larry Long Jr. turned me on to, which is Talkadot. So feedback. Number three, number of interviews. Actually going out there and interviewing people who either have the problem I'm interested in solving for. I've done some of these market feasibility and research discussions, or care about the people who have the problem that I solve for. Next one, outreach. How am I actually going through the process of conducting outreach both to associations, specific people within my ICP, so program coordinators, event coordinators, people who are putting on programming for events. How am I targeting them and reaching right out to them to actually do some market feasibility testing, so research meetings, traditional sales meetings, because I see an indicator that they've got an event and I want to test whether or not they're interested in that specific topic, and then managing the sales cycle. I just wanted to lay out the goal, the strategy, the tactics, the goal, the action, the metrics, the things that lead to execution. And then the last thing to hit on is how important it is to constantly reevaluate this stuff. I've got to keep coming back to this every 2 to 6 weeks to determine, is the work actually working? Are we getting booked for more events? Do we have more people hitting the speaking page on the website? Am I getting feedback? Are people recommending me? If I'm not seeing that progress, then something's not landing. Either the content is not landing because it's not the right content, or it's not being delivered properly. I'm not creating the right experience, or we're not attracting the right folks. When you go into your business planning process, you can work with someone like me to help break this down, and we can work on this together as a team for your specific business. You can go through and work through this within your organization as a team, applying things like the game plan. The key here is making sure that we have a high level of clarity around the goal, how we're going to organize work, and what work is going to be done, and not make the mistake that a lot of organizations do, which is they go straight from goal to action, and then they find themselves just doing a lot of stuff just for the sake of working. If you're looking for some help relative to goal setting and execution for yourself, go to findmycatalyst.com. If you are interested in having a conversation around how I can help you inside your business when it comes to business planning, again, head to findmycatalyst.com. And we are just getting ready, so keep this one a secret. We're just getting ready to open up a mastermind, and we're shooting for an October launch. We're doing some feasibility testing on this, but launching a mastermind for business owners or individual contributors who operate their territory as a franchise, so account executives, strategic account managers, early entrepreneurs, to go out and actually build out their business plan so that they get that plan in place before the end of this year and are in a position to execute on that plan in 2024. And they're not doing the typical thing, which is, I'm going to go ahead and start doing my business planning in that period between Christmas and New Year's. Thank you.